guys, get ready. So first of all, PC specs, okay? That is something that is always being made in the end of development, right? So first you create the game, put everything in there you can, and in the end you are trying extremely hard to get rid of the bugs and to optimize it on all the hardware possible. There's a minimum, there's a maximum, you know that of course. Right now, as I said, we are deep into optimizations and bug fixing. I'm extremely positive about the performance of the game and also about the state of the game if you're bothered with bugs or whatever. So we will tell you very soon. We are finishing it up right now. I can't tell you yet, but as you can see, this runs I think 80 frames per second right now, and I play on a decent PC of course, but it's or maybe even 90. So that is pretty good, but I wouldn't be too worried of course. And now the other part is...
And I think people will be really surprised what kind of PC can run it.
Yes, absolutely. So don't worry about that, right? So again, as I said, we learned, not from the mistakes, but we learned from what we did in KCD1. We took way more time than in the first game for bug fixing, optimization, performance tests, and so on and so on and so on. And we are working on this right now. And not only on PC, also on consoles for the console players. So there's good news for everyone. Give us a tiny little bit more time, but I think by the end of the year we should be able to tell you exactly what you should what you should get. I personally at home play on a 3050, I think, and it runs butterly smooth. But as I said, give us some time on performance, on testing, and we will tell you soon. Okay, and now the other thing is, and there's a lot here. It looks like an organ or something. Nice. All the shields. Heater shield. Night shield. These we can't take. No stealing, sir. Anyway, let's go back to our quest. So, Menhard told us now to steal the sword. We did that, and now he wants us to hang the sword on the council hall, on the city council hall, which is here. And as a matter of fact, if you today go to Kutna Hora, you will not find this building because it was completely destroyed. And as a fun fact, they don't know more or less, well, they don't know how it looked like, or they have some ideas, but they don't have facts. What they know is that there was an astronomical clock, but no one could tell us how it actually looked. So we took some famous inspiration from Prague, right?
It's not just the Prague. It's some other even smaller clockwork, but yeah, it's one of the inspirations.
So let's hang the sword of the Kuttenberg guys here. Return to Menhard. So yeah, as Victor mentioned earlier, when there's no precise proof on how things could have looked like or how they look like, then we are trying to get our best, most educated guess, or at least to make it as plausible as possible. Okay, let's go back to Menhard. Can you dual wield? No. Is there going to be check synchronization? Yes, but I won't show it today. I will show it later this month on another occasion. Brno Orloj DLC, okay. Best game ever. Absolutely, thank you. All the children are absolutely in school. You know, the thing with children is it's again mostly a technical reason. So if you have children, not only do you have different, again, more clothes, more items, more animations and so on, are you able to fight them? Are they running away? It will get a problem with age rating and so on. So there's so many things connected to having children in the game that it's unfortunately a very popular RPG decision to not have any of those in the game.
Or maybe a punt. What do you want a boat for?
So let's go. Where's Menhard? Is he here somewhere? Oh, no, that's not Menhard.
Look out!
Menhard is probably in the pub somewhere inside. Or is he not? Let me see. Oh, he's outside the street. Or is he... Oh, here he is.
But he was fit as a fiddle.
Stay
What
close
happened?
to
You, sir,
say he went to
lost your clothes, but it doesn't matter. Because the town hall,
Master
the sword
Menhart?
is on the town hall.
The sword is at the town hall.
Wunderbar, Heinrich. Let's go right now. It will not take long before the Gutenbergers hear of this.
Sure, I'll go with you.
Natürlich. Just do not forget to pretend you are surprised.
Well,
I'm starting to understand your plan. The Kuttenberg swordsmen display their guild sword on the town hall to announce that they're accepting challenges, right? Except they would never do that themselves. So, we'll give them a little nudge. They won't be able to back down, and Menhard will get the duel he wants.
Exactly, Heinrich. I see you know a lot about Fechter traditions. That makes me happy.
All right, I'll steal their guild and shirt and hang it on the town hall. Klar.
Wunderbar. The main thing is they must not see you. And if anything goes wrong, do not kill anyone. That would spoil our plan.
Yeah, murder can make things awkward.
Good. Agreed. When it is fertig,
Fucking thieves.
No, no. We can't take it back now. We'd look like fools.
Na, was haben wir denn hier? I see the Kuttenberg Bruderschaft has made a challenge to combat.
So, I see you have endlich worked up the
Magic.
courage to face us in public.
There's no need for mocking, Menhard. We've made our challenge, as you can see.
Wunderbar. Das freut uns.
Genau. We accept your challenge.
Well, since we've arrived at this point, listen up. It's time to put an end to this bickering. Besides, it will only benefit our town if the best of the sword-fighting masters takes charge here. So, whoever emerges as the victor of your tournament shall win the right to lead the sword-fighting brothership here. That will bring a just close to this whole affair.
Bei allen Heiligen, you have decided wisely, Fridush. It will be seen that it is we who were right from the start.
No way! You can't do this, Fridush. We set up the sword-fighting brotherhood. Stay out of it.
Nah, we will not doubt the council, of
Menhard has a
course.
charter from the king. He's entitled to defend his right in combat.
You keep your mouth shut, you thief.
Calm yourself, friend. It's not such a big deal, is it? We'll compete honestly against these Germans, and then we'll finally have peace from them.
All right, Nicholas. Let's show them Deutschers how we sword fight here. Because we ain't afraid of no one. You want combat? You'll get it. 3 members of our brotherhood will fight with 3 of yours. Each will have a bout with all 3 opponents, and we'll see who wins the most.
Du Schwindler! You know there are only 2 of us.
I agree with Emerem's proposal.
Kein Problem, Arne. We also have one promising student, nicht wahr?
Now I hope this doesn't happen once we have the stolen sword, because if they found contraband on us, we all know how this is going to end. I just briefly go outside, maybe. There's several gates on Kutna-Hora, all of them look completely different. For those Czech people among you, you might know what's here in front of us. It's a huge church in Kutna-Hora, which today is something like the... Yeah, let's say like the... How would you call it? Like the city's monument, kinda. It's a huge church, very beautiful. We shot our announcement video in there, but as you can see in the game, it's just being built at the moment. And we have this wonderful view here. Nice little guy walking with his thingy there. It's a all the smoke is coming from the mines, and of course it's a silver mining town. So expect an upper world, kinda, and also a mining underground, which we don't want to spoil too much about it, but you can use it for your advantage, maybe for stealing.
Careful!
God is punishing us for
Oh, there you go. For stealing or also questing and so on. So this will be pretty interesting. Right. I like how all the buildings look different, how they're all unique, how nothing is like brush painted, and that is very nice. Anyway, the dude who was actually looking for us or checking us out is one of the guards here, but we have to go down here because this is the sword fighting school, and that's the sword fighting school we are supposed to infiltrate.
Build up your body as well as your spirit.
Look at that. He's actually a colleague. He's from the cutscene department, so some of the faces.
Welcome. What can I do for you?
I want to sword fight. No, I don't. I want to steal your sword, but I can't tell you. So, advantage of daylight. We can go in, and it will be all fine. It's not disallowed to be in here, so it's not a crime. If we go, but the inside here is the sword that we are trying to steal. But the disadvantage to go in during day is that, of course, all of them will be on their toes and they will see us if we will be trying to steal something. On the plus side is that all the doors are open, so when going in there, yeah, see, it's getting tricky already, and we see the bunny on the top, which is also a new icon from the game. So when the bunny is there, it's something like, it gives you a status of what you're supposed to do, or where to be and not to be. Bunny tells us to F off, so we are effing off right now. And it's fine already. So going in during day might be a bit tricky, and that's why let's try and sneak in during the night. But first of all, let me go here outside, because if I time skip here inside that building, they will of course kick me out the moment they feel like I shouldn't be there anymore. Wrong button, there you go.
It was one mass.
Let's go to the night. And it's nighttime. Hello, sir. It's night. Remember that at night you must carry a torch. Cool thing is that if you time skip to the night, then you will automatically equip a torch, so you don't get caught by a guard while time skipping. That's a bit weird. So.
And the other thing with the trees, we are usually trying to find some other way, something which would make sense. So maybe it's not 100% like we don't know how it was, for example, but we always look for how it could be. We have maybe something similar in some different cities, maybe even in Germany. There is some similarities in those cities, so we can always get inspired by that.
That's a good point, because some of the stuff is destroyed already, so yeah. Or just there's not so many things we can check out here in Czech Republic. So you guys are going further, trying to find information in France, Germany, England, and so on. However, you need to be you need to be careful, because things are also changing in looks and styles. People had different touches and different likings and so on. By the way, the reason why I was going out, because there was this dude standing around in the room, which I was a tiny little bit afraid that he will spot us. But I'm too good of a master thief here, so let's go out. Okay. I got that sword. We should be careful about the knights, the guards, because as you saw earlier, they can, if they want to, randomly search us. And if they do, they will find out that we have that stolen sword on us, because this ceremonial sword is obviously something that's not belonging to us. What is important though is, and that is I think really cool, quests play, and this was already part of KCD1, but we cranked up the volume again here for the second game. Quests do play different according to decisions and things you do in the game, in the questing. So I will tell you later about what would happen if they will caught us, if they would caught us, or if we would lose in the beginning against Menhard. But here's a very interesting church. Can you tell us why it has only one tower? Because it still has one tower today.
Yeah, you can see it. It's been built in that time, so you can see there's all around. They are just trying to build it, but that's, you already kind of mentioned the reason before. The whole city is undermined, and it was not really. It was dangerous to finish the tower. So when they found out, they just decided to not continue. So it looks almost the same today.
I feel like there's a pattern there. The Sazava monastery was never finished. Now this church is never finished.
And even Barbara took a few centuries to finish. So it's
wonderful. But there's a battlement up there. Do you know why a church has a battlement up there? Do you know it?
No.
I know. So the reason why they have a battlement is it's something like a local speaker in a way. So if you want to spread a message really quickly in medieval times, you can either send the guards and send messengers and so on, or if something is really bad, terribly, you go just on a very high vantage point like this church here, and then shout it down like, hey, fire or attack or whatever. So the battlement is not for protection, like to fight there, but it's just really just to be able to stand there and shout downwards. Show the inventory, please. Okay.
Yeah, so now you can change the cap.
Yeah. You want me to change the hat?
Yeah, remove.
Okay. So now Henry's brown-haired again. So the inventory got a big overhaul as well, as you can see. There's still a lot of information there, but I think they're way more on point than they were before. It has everything you need. The crafting is there, the skills is there, all with the little tiny sub things. You can see that polearms now has their own weapon skill tree kinda, so polearms are a thing in the game. Unarmed is a skill in the game. You can, for instance, if you have no weapon on in your hands, you can try to unarm or disarm the opponent. We have the different skills, of course. Here you go, survival, thievery, all the good stuff. And the missile weapons, the marksmanship, and so on. All the good things. Combos are in there, and everything you like. Kuttenberg, people of the forest.
And there was the question in the chat about the polearms, and you can have them in the inventory and just carry them around and use them as regular weapons.
Which is something a lot of people wanted. You can craft stuff. You can have the codex as well, as always. So as I said, there's a lot of cool things. Again, this is a build from August, so this is not final quality, of course. We will expand on a lot of things. We will change a lot of things. But I think all in all, gives you already a good first touch, impression of the game. I personally love those little pictures here. Are they still existing, or did you come up with your own ideas, or how does that work?
Some of them are being found around different cities in Bohemia, so they are maybe not this one on this house, but yeah, they are kind of legit, and we found a lot of mentions of them. And there is also some interesting stories about them, like this guy during the Hussite Wars. There were those different factions, and one rich man painted one of his favorite warlord on the wall, and then got really problem in the city council and needed to remove it later. So it was.
Kingdom Come: Deliverance 2 is an upcoming single-player action role-playing game, RPG, developed by Warhorse Studios and published by Deep Silver. As the sequel to the critically acclaimed Kingdom Come: Deliverance 2018, this installment continues the immersive journey through 15th century Bohemia, offering an expansive open-world experience grounded in historical authenticity. Following the success of the original game, development for Kingdom Come: Deliverance 2 commenced in July 2019. Warhorse Studios expanded its team from 131 employees in 2019 to approximately 250 by early 2024, aiming to create a more ambitious and refined sequel. The game utilizes a heavily customized version of the CryEngine, enabling detailed environments and realistic physics. Czech composers Jan Valta and Adam Sporka returned to craft the game's soundtrack, enhancing the immersive experience. The protagonist, Henry, is once again portrayed by British actor Tom McKay. The development process incorporated expertise from historians, universities, and museums to ensure a realistic and believable medieval world. Advancements in motion capture technology, including facial capture, and the involvement of stunt riders have contributed to more lifelike character animations and combat sequences. Set in early 15th century Bohemia, Kingdom Come: Deliverance 2 continues the story of Henry, a blacksmith's son from Skalitz. The narrative unfolds during a period of civil war, with Henry aligning against Holy Roman Emperor Sigismund and his allies. The city and its surroundings serve as a central hub. In the late Middle Ages, Kutna Hora was the second largest city in Bohemia after Prague, and a significant economic center due to its silver mining and coinage. The game's narrative is interspersed with 5 hours of cutscenes, providing depth to the storyline and character development. The base game offers an estimated 80 to 100 hours of gameplay, excluding DLC. Players can traverse a world twice the size of the original, featuring diverse landscapes from bustling cities to lush forests. The game world is divided into two larger, freely explorable areas: the Bohemian Paradise and the city of Kutna Hora. The game introduces crossbows and early firearms, with crossbows usable on horseback. Combat mechanics emphasize realism, requiring strategic planning and skillful execution. Non-playable characters, NPCs, react to the player's actions, influencing societal perceptions and the protagonist's development. Choices made throughout the game have significant consequences, affecting the storyline and the world around the player. Players must manage Henry's needs, such as regular sleep and food, adding depth to the role-playing experience. Prior to its release, Kingdom Come: Deliverance 2 received the Best PC Game Award at Gamescom 2024, highlighting the industry's recognition of its potential. The game's commitment to historical accuracy, expansive world-building, and immersive storytelling has generated significant anticipation among fans and critics alike. The game will be released on February 11th, 2025 on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and Series S. Now you can enjoy the screenshots without any interruption. Enjoy!